Greetings, welcome to Ozark Stuff. We're back with the Claas Lexion 770 TT build. We did the headers last time, so we're just going to do the header trailer, and I think a couple crops maybe, just like tileable crops kind of thing. And then, yeah, I think that'll just kind of do it for today. Be a little bit of a shorter stream, I think, today, because it's pretty quick to build that, but yeah, we'll have fun nonetheless. Anyways, let's go over to our ad spot, and we'll jump right in, shall we? Fingerprint is your place for custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts. If you like what I do, you definitely like what he does. He does custom stickers for my mocks and all other creators' mocks. So make sure you come out, www.fingerprints.com, take a look around, support me, and yeah, enjoy that. And let's go over to studio, shall we? Alright, so let's go and fetch that. Oh, Luffy is here right away. Oh, welcome, Luffy. It is early for me here. Woke up not long ago, so I'm still going. Don't know if my brain cells have collected enough together to know how I'm feeling exactly. Anyways, header trailer. This guy right here. This is what we need to build. It's kind of a really skinny bare bones thing, but it's its whole purpose. It holds headers. 9 p.m. It is 9 a.m. here right now in Southeast Asia. So I just like 3 a.m. for you. Oh, jeez. You're like up way late at night. That's gotta be tiring. Like 99% of this is just going to be a hose or bar build. But you're in Southeast Asia where? Yeah, I will clarify that I'm not from Southeast Asia, but I have been living here for a little while now. I am in the Philippines. And it is pretty fun actually to live here. I've enjoyed it. Let's see here. Oh, nice. Yep. I definitely recommend anyone else to visit here. I have had a lot of fun here. It is always a good place. You live there now? Temporarily. Kind of. Came here to meet with some friends, stay with some friends for a while, and then COVID happened, and then I haven't really been able to go home for a while, but that's fine. I'm not in a rush to go home. Manila? Yeah, I am in the southern part of Manila. There's a lot of farms down here. It's kind of warmer, I think, maybe. It's pretty nice. Honestly, Nova Liches, which is where I lived previously, which is in the more northern part of Manila, was pretty great. It was a pretty great area. Let's see, minifigure, body part, hands. Move this into position in this hose. My part that's going to be kind of wrong here is that the hitch part is going to be kind of thick. There's not much I can do about that, but oh well. How wide is this trailer? This is probably only like 4 wide, isn't it? Actually, it's less than that. It's 3 wide? 3 wide. It's a little skinny trailer. Oh, that's almost too much. That's almost too much of a bend over. Oh no. Maybe I need less than that. Japan, South Korea. Yeah, Japan's pretty great. Depends on what you want to see. Make sure that when you go there, you know kind of what you want to see. There are, if you're if you're into trains, there are some fantastic train museums there. That would be something that would be on my bucket list to see sometime. There's also the if you ever wanted to go to Taiwan, there's the El Cheyenne Mountains too. There, you can ride a train there. It's really pretty. Almost I've been in another Asian country is Taiwan, but that was like around the airport only for a layover until I flew back over to the Philippines. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Honestly, it's probably not that difficult. I just need to... Or is it? Because that's... Is that 3 wide? That's 3.6. Should probably look up sometime, though, what all is in South Korea. That might be fun. There's probably some good stuff there. Just depends on what you're into. Oh, actually, you know what? Japan also has the, I forget where it is. They also have like the deep sea aquarium. That would be another one to go to. They have like quite a few specimens of that ancient fish that was found a while ago. Oh, man, do I not remember what it is called. I think they even have some live specimens. I could be wrong about that. Just kind of going off the top of my head from memory. The coelacanth. That's what I'm trying to think of. They have a lot of like coelacanth stuff there, which is like, it's pretty great. So that would be some place to also go to there too. Okay, I need to think on how best to do the angles that I need. Because it's not much. Actually, you know what? What is there utensil or weapon? Is there any little bars that kind of do like a bend or flex that we can kind of work off of? I mean, we got handlebars. I think even that's maybe too much. So this thing. Oh, that's the spiral pole thing. I know what that is for. Minifig, weapon. Where is something good. Like, I only need like slightly bent bars. It's a minifig hands for not doing it for me. It just puts it out too wide. I guess my only choice is stuff here. Like that. Well, I guess I'll just custom parts. Let's grab a few. Grab one of each here, because we're probably going to need these. So let's just grab one of each and just kind of throw them down that side there. That way we can easily pull from it. I can grab one of these one long hose pieces. I think one long is too short though, because yeah, I don't have any way to hook those together. You know what? Actually, no. If I did it this way, then it wouldn't be able to flex up and down, really. So, maybe that's okay. I think about it. Okay, let's change this. Yeah, turn that off for a second. Trans black. And then turn my filter back on. Thank you. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Copy mirror. Move that over there. I think this is too long now, especially with that. Yeah, it needs to be 8 long. Okay, so hose 3mm. Where's 8 long at? 9, 8. Here we go. Hinge. Put the hinge really close together. I need to zero that out. I don't like that. That has that point. 6.4 or whatever. 273. 4. That might be good. Copy mirror. Okay, and then go back to bar. Only problem is this doesn't attach to anything currently. If I have it like that. I need to have, this needs to attach to something, so I technically need to have probably a tile around. That onto there. And then plate modified. You, my good sir. Modified with the clip. Double grabbing on. Yeah, that'll probably be a little bit better for hooking it onto the back of the Lexion. Okay, select by connected. Move over just a little bit. There we go. We have quite a couple things going on here. So I think I need to bring out... Ah, Christeri's here too. Welcome. too long? Yeah, maybe too long hose would be fine. Let's go ahead and copy paste that there and that kind of there-ish. No, it's shorter. Did I delete my 1.5? I deleted my 1.5. Dang it. Nope, and I hit the wrong button. Hose, okay. It's too long. We're missing the 1.5. 50 for 5, yeah, no, that's all we're missing. I somehow deleted the 1.5. There we go. Main. I think I need to get a plate modified in here now. Or not plate modified, plate round. You, my good sir. Now I could try and use man. So you could technically use probably like trigonometry to figure out where best everything connects together. So I gotta kind of just play with the angles until it gets to a more appropriate angle. What angle is this at now currently? 74? 75 would probably be too wide, so it's probably 74.5. Which would make this one probably 353.5. Yeah, I think I got the angles actually correct right away, maybe. Yeah. Looks like I got it exactly correct. Heck yeah, first try. Alright, and then we need a turntable as well here. Yeah, we need something to act as a turntable. Right in the middle here. Connect some of this bar stuff together. Plate modified. You, my good sir, come here. That should make the turntable kind of low. Oh yeah, the turntable bases, because of the new Toothless Dragon set, finally come in pink. So, that's a thing. Yeah, we'll have to do some clips on either side so we can attach the little bars. That'll basically run the entire length of the trailer. And the rear end will be mostly a copy paste from this end. We still need to get wheels on here. No, actually, that should. I could probably put wheels on like that. And just use like a bar connection to get wheels on. It kind of works. Not really thinking too much of anything else that could work for that. That'd be almost dragging on the ground though. Look at it. Those wheels are not very large. What wheels do we even have that are kind of similar sized? Wheel, tire tread. Is this bounding box floating? No, these hoses are making things floating. It's a little closer to the ground. Okay. What would that be? It's probably not a motorcycle tire. No, it's too big. Wow, motorcycle tire is too big. Oh, these little guys, honestly. Yeah. That is the closest I'm gonna get. It's that little tire right there. Okay, what is compatible with that? This tire, good. Can work with that. Pin. Yeah. You know what? I wonder if the wrench part would... Nah, wrench would probably not work well. Now I think about it. Probably be best to stick with like a pneumatic T-piece, maybe. Only problem is these tires can turn on their own. Also, I don't think it can attach onto the back. The front would be the part that has the bar connection. I don't think there's anything that has like an exceptionally long bar connection on one side. And now that I say that, I think I just found something. Yeah? I think that might have a long enough bar connection through it so that I can actually reach that front bit there, just barely. There's also these parts. It's the older one. I think this is the newer one? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna check Bricklink real quick. Yeah, that's 2008 to 2025. That is the newer one. Doesn't come in a whole lot. What about the other space gun? Yeah, that one got discontinued in 2010. So yeah, this one actually might work too. That. Though I think, yeah, the stud end is going to be hitting things like drastically. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't quite work because that other end is just striking everything. On to weapon parts. Give me something of similar dimensions. I mean, we have this, but I don't think it's long. Yeah, it doesn't have like an exceptionally long bar. I mean, the minimum we can do, though, as well, too. Actually, no, that is that. I see the problem immediately. That is hanging down too low. Okay. Well, I think it's the old style. Sorry, I had a yawn. It's the old style water hose gun, I think, will be our answer. Because it has a longer bar in one direction than it does the other. This guy right here. I don't think anything else can step up to the plate and be somewhat similar. That definitely has a longer bar in one direction than the other. But yeah, wrench was also on my list, but that is kind of too long in some dimensions. remove that, but nope, I wanted to remove all of that, thank you. Put the water pistol in. Then we can put the rubber tire on. And adjust this downwards. How far downwards? What about there, honestly? And hopefully that doesn't run into any problems. Copy mirror. Definitely thickens up everything that's happening here. One of these needs to go lower than the other. Not a whole lot going on with that rear axle. Look at it. Kind of just grab all of this, get rid of that, copy, paste, rid of some of the stuff that's going on here. Kind of just apply this right like that. And ta-da. Okay, I think we gotta actually just have it set off inside and then move it to the inside. There we go. Windows, don't let me know things while I'm streaming. I'm in the middle of stuff right now. Alright, sweet. Alright, so connecting these to the side to actually like the frame hose pieces will be easy, because I can just go like that and that's like done. Same thing over here. Now we just need hoses long enough. How long is this? 24.6. I could probably use a 26 long hose. 26. 17. 21. Next line, 23. 26, here we go. Needs to be 27. Next one. Nope. This one. Got it. Put that there. Put that on the other side. Perfect. Now we more or less got some of this in place. You know what? I want to use this part more. So I think I can do some kind of nice things with it. I say that, but I tried it. And yeah, no, it doesn't really work. I need to get some storage boxes in the middle here. Somehow. Honestly, probably tile modifieds would do fine. Plate modifieds, actually? I think about it. Yeah, this is probably even better. Near, look at that. Now I can put like a tile across there or something that can act as kind of the box. It does need a handle though. Needs a handle, and I also need to change up some of how this is all connected. Copy, paste, connect, there. Plate, you there. 2x4 on the bottom. How will we do the hand? Actually, no. I know exactly how to do the handle. As we can just use a piece of cut hose right across there. And that perfectly does the handle. There we go. And then we can copy and mirror. Use the move tool to adjust it. Kind of be more centralized on it. Like that. There we go. There's some of that taken care of. Will this hose be long enough? Nope. Three millimeters. That was an 8. I should have like a 10 or a 9. Probably 9. 8, 10, 9. Here we go. Copy and paste this. Actually, no, I gotta use one of these little bars and hinge up. Like that. So it looks like it's actually like part of it. Sweet. Okay. Oh, that works. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this to the other side. And then we just need to get the mounts. Oh, there's still quite a few pieces to get here. Next piece, I think actually will be best is the little crossover arms. How long are these? 22.3. $24? Is that hitting stuff? That is definitely hitting stuff. We'll drop down their height. The magic of hose pieces. Okay, so now that we have that, I should be able to... Oh, come on. Don't do silly things with me. Mount that there, thank you. Need to take these two, copy, paste. Cross it over. There we go. Okay, now to... Is 24 too long? 22. Oh, yeah, no, that is too long. By a couple studs. And fix that. 20? That might look kind of alright. I guess now if it is just a matter of hinging it. Why is the whole thing want to hinge? What are you technically... I guess you're technically connected to those. Why? Like, not? That would be fantastic. 9... 8? No, it needs to be even. Oh, you're technically connected now to different bits. It's so annoying. 7 point what? 1.5? That looks kind of correct. So that's at that end. This one, nope. For some reason we have two different heights at two different ends. Because we do have two different heights at two different ends. Because some of this is not cooperating. You know what? Connect. Can we grab? Just need to grab that little green bit and attach it there. There we go. Now it's attached. Okay. And that changes my angle. I think it's going to act like it's all connected. No? You are going to be separated. Wow. I didn't know you could actually do that. It's gonna be 7.5, honestly. 7.5. No. 6. Dang it. No, that's probably actually close enough. Because if I try and hinge this guy, it's not gonna wanna. Oh, nope, never mind. It accepts. Go ahead and copy mirror that. And I'm trying to put one higher than the other. Move tool. Yeah, drop that down just a little bit. There we go. So now we got a nice decent overlap so that they actually do their little twisty bendy motion like they're supposed to. This thing is getting like so thick compared to what it actually is, but there's only so much you can do with Lego. Alright. So, what else do I want to do here? Would be nice to have a bar going across here. But in order to do that, I think I need to have a plate modified or something sticking out here. Like that. I mean, it's not bad. Just adds a little more detail there. Paste. There we go. Most of this will definitely be black, but we'll try and mix in some lime green as we can. Anyways, few last things we need to do. One being this little bit here. Then we also need the little like mounts for the which actually I don't think would be too hard. I basically just need something like that on the one end. Probably has a little bit more of a shoehorn on it, but I think that mostly is going to be good. Then I need something with an angle claw on the other side. I mean, we do have this guy. I can mount to here and hinge kind of back. doesn't quite feel good enough, but also kind of does. Okay, we can get probably an actual horn piece going here. Is that in like that, and then getting an actual animal body part. Kinda. Almost feels like I could use like, you know what? We might be using a crowbar again. I have a thought. Crowbar kind of works for like both things. Gives you that like horn looking side, but also the other end. I guess I just gotta see how well the header sits on here. Oh, is that one of the mounts for the? I think I just saw one of the mounts for the wheel chocks, which we can easily add that. So attach something like that on the other side, and then a slope. These guys. It's a wheel chock right there. Copy, paste. Another wheel chock goes over here. They go on both sides? No, they just go on the one side. Wheel chocks. This thing doesn't roll away. Alright, sweet. This... I mean... Oh, I say I'm not sure, but my brain is like puzzle solving so fast. It's like by the time I am more sure, it's like already done. Kind of solving the puzzle. The words can't come out fast enough for how fast my brain calculates things. Just like ding, yep, here's the answer. Okay, so I think we are going to use the wrench bit. Here. The ends. Oh man, that'll push that way out. Why don't I just get longer hose? 27 plus like 3, like 30 long hose? Why ain't I just getting 30 long hose? Dig down here. 28, 29, 31. I think 31 is technically too long. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I had to sneeze. 27, 28, 29? Yeah, I think that's good enough. Copy, paste. Both of these here. Come on. Cooperate with me, please. Oh, you were struggling, but there, I think we got you to kind of cooperate to a good enough position. Round. I do think I want kind of some up and down adjustability to this back thing. There's the license plate there in the middle. How big is this? This is only like a 1x4, 1x5. Modifieds there. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be sticking out backwards more. Bracket, need a bracket there, and there for the little orange lights. Plate there and there for the red lights. Attach that together. We need. Technically, I guess it would be just a tile. Let's do an ingot for the middle. Bring that up. We can actually do. Nah. Yeah, because we actually need a stud. So it'll have to be a bar. And then with the bar, we can attach one of these guys for the license plate. Right there. Probably just put bars there. No, it doesn't quite work out. Need to do that with some little dinky pieces of hose. Copy, paste. It took us about an hour actually to build this trailer. Surprisingly. Okay, we can delete all that. It's sticking out way further than it needs to be, but also I think that's fine because we don't know how the actual header, the grain header, will sit on this, because this is meant for the grain header. Corn header, this thing can just haul on its own. So we'll make sure to do that. Let's see here. I need brick round. I need the little colorful domes. There we go. Sweet. There we go. That is our header trailer. Kind of a little fat, but should be fine. Okay, let's grab one of these pieces. Make it lime. Thank you. And make everything else lime. And then color validator will fix some things. But first, select by type and color. Some of the stuff is just easier to fix than others. Of course, I gotta turn the filter off. Find rubber black. Turn the filter back on. Thank you. Probably light bluish gray. Actually, model, add reference image. Downloads. I thought I had a reference image. Did I just copy that from the internet? I must have copied that from the internet. Be right back. I'm gonna go fetch a image of those header trailers. Let's see here. It's not quite it. Where's the actual one I'm using? Claas has a few different header trailers depending on the size of the header. Also the model year. Here we go. This is the one I'm basing off of. New tab, save as. Boop. Okay. So, model, add a reference image. Fetch that image. Okay, so this is the trailer I'm basing the model off of. I don't think that some of these hoses can be lime. I don't know if there's much hose that's actually lime. You go check that. Hose. Oh, there's like none that's lime. Yep. Okay, so most of this is gonna end up being black with very little of it actually being lime. You can, however, I think do select by type and color. I think these actually do come in red. Yeah, they do. Okay. Gray. Light bluish gray. Select by color. I guess most of this can just be black. For too long. Yeah, you black. Plate modified. Dark bluish gray. Apply. This can be black as well. Turntables all black. This light bluish gray. Thank you. You also don't want it to be any color except black. Yellow is also black. Oh, those plate rounds. Oh. Nope, let's not make those green. Black like everything else. Black. The bars. Yep, these two. Those are. Oh, these can't be black, but I'm going to force them to be black here in just a second. These, okay, these have to be black too. Slopes, oh yeah, those go be yellow because they're the wheel chocks. These are trans orange. These are also black. So what's left is basically everything that technically can be lime, but most of this, honestly, is just black. It's nice that these at least come in lime, but you have to change them. Because no hose comes in lime, so I gotta make sure all the hose is in black. This all needs to be black as well, besides the rear tail lights. This needs to come in white because it's the license plate. And you two come in trans red, please. Thank you. Yep, there's some little pieces of hose as well. So we're gonna have at least a little bit of lime in there. Not as much as I would have hoped, but hey, just how some things are sometimes. We have our header trailer now. Let's see if it works with the Lexion. File, open recent, Lexion right here, this guy. Okay, where is my hitch at? It's right there. I might actually create into a submodel, please. Thank you. Okay. I think that more or less. See, is the combine floating a little bit? Combine is technically floating just a little bit. I think that actually kind of worked, amazingly. Like, it's just perfectly in line with the hitch on there. Yeah, we have our little header trailer. So we can take, like, this header, and we can stick it on here. It'll need some adjustment. Yeah, we can stick that on there, hinge it back a little bit, so that the crowbars are kind of doing their whole shtick with actually, like, kind of grabbing onto this a little bit through one of, like, the holes. Yeah, kind of just grabbing in there. That works. Heck yeah. Yeah, just hauls its own little header. And if it needs to haul both headers, get the corn one on the front, then it can just have this one folds up, and then the little wheat in the back. Look at that. Perfect. I'm actually pretty happy, pretty chuffed about that. Heck yeah. Well, sweet. All right, let's. I'm gonna not save that file. Let's save this file since we have the header trailer here now. So yeah, that'll work. So we have our little Claas Lexion with its corn and wheat header, and the wheat header can sit on the back of this trailer if it needs to pull it around. We're going down narrow roads and stuff. Sweet. Little header trailer. Yeah, there's our complete collection. Anyways, still got a little bit of time. I guess we can quickly maybe make some tileable crops then, I guess. First up, let's get an image of corn. Okay, why am I getting like weird stuff? I just want to look at corn. I know we have corn pieces now, so I want to use that. Here we go. Because we can make like an easily tileable corn. Oh, that's not what I want. Easily tileable corn, like cornfields, that'd be kind of spectacular. You know what? That top part reminds me of like oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Reminds me of like leafy hair pieces or something like that. Those leaves though. I'm trying to think. Let's scrub the corn real quick. Nope. Corn is just everything. Oh, because corn are... Okay, that's not what I wanted. Food and drink, corn. Thank you. Bright green, eh? Okay, that's fine. Technically, I think the corn needs to be like a dried out, but that works. Anyways, I want to look at... It should be a plant here. Probably do something like this. I mean, even this at the top would be pretty representative of corn. Yeah, I like this one actually more. Do you come in like a... No, you don't come in like a dried out husk kind of color. That sucks. None of that comes out in actually a dried husk like color. Why? Neither of that. That kind of comes in a dried out husk color. A yellow. The old one probably also comes in... No, it does not either. Wow, okay. So... The only option we have for our corn top is that, even though this is like perfect, but it just doesn't come in the right color. That is fascinating. Because it shouldn't be green for the top. It should be kind of like a yellow, kind of spread it out. Do we have anything else like that? I don't think so off the top of my head. And then Lego was using this piece as like the corn leaves, but corn kind of has a lot longer of a leaf. Ah, dang it, we don't have the new leaf piece of this in studio yet. Because the new version of this would probably work out for corn. So you could probably style it a little bit more better. Yeah, that's a micro bar. Corn really does just kind of grow off the side of the plant, doesn't it? Nah, it doesn't work. I wonder what all. No, not yet. As well, I was like, what all would come in green? Bright green. That. What about this? These also come in like a green or a bright green. I mean, this one would probably work for corn. It is long. Question: if I limited everything to green, what would show up? The fact that we have this probably isn't a bad thing. We have these, that. I'm just gonna start kind of grabbing some pieces that I think might work for trying to make a corn. Of course, the corn that I'm designing is kind of expensive, especially. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot, that is kind of fantastic. That kind of has the droopy leaf thing like corn actually should. Oh, okay. That is actually kind of almost exactly what I needed. I wish it came in like a brighter green. That would probably be better. Yeah, just a little bit. Brighter green would be kind of fantastic. Problem is, I can't really tile my corn onto this because of its upside downness. Unless I like put little holes in there. Why are you attaching to that? That's weird. Do you not have an attachment point? No, you have an attachment point. Does this not have an attachment point? Oh, it just has a stud attachment point. It doesn't even have the bar attachment point. Studio, you failed. Corn is general. What's the average? What's the average height of corn? Corn plant could be 12 feet tall. Dang, okay. Sir, a lot taller than I was thinking. I thought it was like around like 6 foot. 4 to 13 feet. Yeah, jeez. Cheese and crackers. Average is about 8 feet tall. What is that in studs, honestly? Sorry, okay, let's go here. Go on 48. I'm calculating the scale in the background. So 8 feet is the average. That would make it about 6 studs tall. So about that tall. This is probably taller than that. The max is like 12 feet. No, but that's like, no, that's almost 10 stones tall. Oh, oh my goodness. I don't think we need to go that tall, but maybe 8 would be perfect. So if we get rid of this and did like a 1x8 kind of thing on up there. Plate modified. I need like something with like a center stud. Yeah, you, except you be like brown maybe? Like an all green maybe. Yeah, that'll work. Plate round. You with like a little bit of like dark tan, like a brown. Nah, it goes up first, so we need a candle. Candle does not come in green. What color do you come in? You come in dark green. Oh, but you also come in bright green. So it comes up. No, there's some pretty like low leaves there. Well, it comes up to about kind of like there. We should rotate that hinge. Yeah, if we want to make a corn, we need to make like a few varieties. I need an inversion of this. That's what I need. I need an inversion. Okay, let's lock this again. Go down to like minifig stuff. See what there is here. That might be useful, actually, surprisingly. How expensive are these? Not that expensive. Curious, what sets did it come in green for? 600, yeah. Green's relatively common for the binocular, surprisingly. There's gray, brown, more grays. Tell me, Bricklink. What? My goodness. Still scrolling. Must be like bluish gray. Haven't even probably hit the green yet. Black. Red, green. Really, the Toy Story Green Army Men is where green only came in. 2 in there. I had to come from something else as well. 27 minifigs? No? Did it come with like some book collection? Only dark bluish gray. Why is it so common then? Did they have it like in like a pick-a-brick or like a minifig store thing? Because there's like so many of them. They're like not expensive. Huh. I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm gonna go ahead and use some parts here. So I need some kind of connection here that I can attach like the corn to. If I did bright green. Okay, that opens up some more possibilities for me. Pencil. There's a candle piece. Yeah, only slightly opens up more possibilities for me. Turn off the colors. What do you come in, my good sir? I think I kind of need you. Come in dark green. Yeah, that's not helping me either. So yeah, the corn basically attaches like straight to the plant. It's like straight to the side. I think that's the part I'm struggling with the most is like, how can I attach the corn like straight to the side of the plant? I think I'm gonna have to do something kind of awkward. I need to do something like that. Put that bar there. Something like that there. And then get another plate round. Green and bright green. I can attach that there and then attach the corn onto the side there. I don't know how well that works. This feels a little part intensive. Actually, you know what? Minifig weapon. We have some other parts on here that can probably help us getting like more corn on per stock. So I think I don't really need that many. Yeah, kind of getting green banana peels up like that, and then now it feels like I probably need to use the candle part. Come on, get on the top there. Bright green. Like that's roughly like a better, technically a better corn plant. And then you could like easily tile these. You wanted to. I'll get something of a cornfield going. This is gonna suck up so many parts, though. I think that's the only problem about it. It's like already like 136 parts. I guess the interior stuff you probably wouldn't need the bottom corns as much. You could probably easily get away with like. It's mostly the exterior ones. So like technically these would be like the exterior ones. So you could have a pretty dense wall there. And then the interior ones could have a lot less corns on them to like maybe even like none at all. That there, put that one on there, that one there, that one on there, that one there, and that one on there. This would be like an interior corn stalk. I need to have like a base plate or something. Let's get a yeah, no, let's get a base plate. Base plate, 16 by 16. These are our exterior corn. Copy, paste. Well, you're doing a cornfield? Yeah, I thought it might fit well to try and create a tileable kind of cornfield, I think. Especially since I have like a harvester now. Might as well have some crops of some sort. Okay, so that can all go on the outside basically. It's like the corn's visible on the outside, but the inside doesn't really need it, I'm thinking. You can kind of get density falsely, at least, by just having these like almost bamboo looking ones in the middle. You may need to sprinkle, I guess, maybe some corn in there a little bit. Well, I had these separated by submodel. Yeah, I guess you kind of would want at least a little bit of corn mixed in. So you have some yellow inside of this menagerie of stuff. While the outside definitely has a lot more yellow to it for the corns. All that. I remove this. Select by connected. Grab actually all these right here. Copy, paste. Put that on. Put that on back. Copy, paste. Okay, now I can use the connection tool to jam these in here. Like that. Probably some offsetting and stuff would definitely help get it to be a little bit more convincing than just grid it out like that perfectly. I guess at least as a concept, it kind of works out. Yeah, I definitely think I need to. I guess kind of like a concept works out. Probably needs some refinement. Just the outside has the main thing, and then the inside can just be more blank. I think that's fine. Go ahead and file. Save that as corn tile. Have to maybe try out that a little bit more. Corn tile. Okay, so we have corn. Wheat, I think, is the easiest one. Okay, wheat plant. So wheat is basically, yeah, it's just a straight up and down thing. Average height, I think. Oop, okay. 2 to 4 feet tall. Yeah, it's not very tall. It's only about 3 studs tall. Wheat, though, as a plant, is kind of much more easier to do. I think barley is fairly similar as well. Barley. Yeah, it just has the more wispy airs to it compared to wheat. Let me grab some images real quick. I don't know what all that means, but whatever. Oh, here we go. Right. Sweet is at least a lot less of a thing. Okay, here. Yeah, okay. Now I have my images. Model, add reference image. So this is barley. Because it has a more wispy ends to it. Model, add reference image. Wheat, it has less wispies at the end. It's more solid. I think barley and wheat are roughly the same height. Let's see. Yep, 2 to 4 feet tall. Yep, so that's exactly the same. About 3-ish studs tall. The thing with these, though, they're fairly easy, except the wispy ends. I'm trying to think of how to do the wispy ends for barley. Actually, no, I kind of have an idea. Hold on, I need a base plate. And then I think for these, I kind of need to copy and paste the tiling. Copy, paste. Copy. Yeah. This will be kind of like the tiling. For that, we have an extra one there. That's kind of fine. Copy, paste. It can be a lot more dense. Plop that down. Oops, that messed up. That down there, get rid of all that. There we go. Bright green, sure. And then get rid of that. Select by color. Be like a dark tan. All right. So for wheat, I think the simplest way to do it, which has been done again and again and again, is just a bar and then you get something on the end of it, like a Technic part. Technic Axle, actually, I think. These guys, yeah. Is this the one that comes in tan? No. This one that comes in tan. Like, wheat's pretty amassable. Why do I feel like this is the wrong tiling technique? There's too much space in between them. You can kind of make wheat pretty dense. Maybe this is the wrong tiling technique. I thought it was the correct one. I must be missing something. Get all that. Paste. Yeah, I'll just keep pasting this in. It's kind of filling it in. Sort of not. I need to probably redo some of this, but I think I probably need to talk to some of my friends about better techniques. Wheat is relatively simple like that. Just a whole lot of that. Copy, paste. And barley, on the other hand, I think I want to do tile round at the bottom. Then Monkey Kid wands, or Monkey Kid staves are probably amassable pretty easy. Put that there. Does that come in tan? It does come in tan. Or tan. And then we'll go ahead and use that tuft thing again. Just a little bit. Barley has the tuft at the end. It probably can be used interchangeably. Copy, paste. All right, grab all of that and tile all this nonsense. Delete. Oh, there's some oopsies, there's some barley missing there in the middle. Oh, geez, okay. This is gonna be kind of a pain in the butt because it wasn't done correctly the first time. Definitely has a different texture to it. I guess you could almost mix the two too to get a different texture. That would be like wheat and barley right there. File, save. You know what, I'm just gonna crop tiles. Save. Yeah, you got your wheat, you got your barley, which is more tufted out, more feathery at the end. You got corn. Canola would be the next one. It's yellow? Does it need to be yellow or does it need to be dried out? I think it needs to be dried out. Okay. Colonial plant height. $30 to 70 inches. Oh boy. So it can be just a little bit taller than wheat, actually. But also it can be very short. Yeah, only about a stud tall. You know what really reminds me of? Except these don't come in tan. Oh, this guy does come in tan. Okay. That might actually be perfect. Because canola is basically just this round, low, kind of like bushy plant. Like nougat? No. Tan. These nope, these stalks don't come in tan. It's just that. That's all it is. Copy, paste. Yeah, that's basically canola. It's just a bunch of these guys kind of just stacked about. There's no other way to differentiate it or put it. Want to do a canola field, you just gotta have a lot of these little bush tufts. That basically gives you your canola. It's just a bunch of those bush tufts. Low bush tufts. Are not very tall. Probably actually be better to spread these out just a little wider. Make the corn grid a little bit more. That's canola. So we have corn. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring the corn over here. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Corn. We have corn, wheat, barley, canola. The newest one in... Yeah, I'm trying to think of the ones that we can harvest via Farming Simulator with the two headers that we have without diving into like specialty headers for, well, specialty crops. I think there's I'm trying to think of what ones I'm forgetting. Yeah, wheat, barley, corn, canola. But I think the other one that I'm missing is soybeans. I'm just gonna look up an image of a soybean plant. Oh, is it basically bush? Yeah, it's basically bush again. A little bit more different though. It's actually, I should be using kind of this one again, except a lot shorter. There, I picked out the two that were shortest. The soybeans should technically just be these tufts, almost, just on the ground. Like that's basically soybeans. Maybe tiled a little bit more tighter together. Soybeans are such a like a low, not very tall. 1 to 5 feet. Oh, okay, so they can get actually incredibly tall. Oh. I don't remember them being that tall, though, in Easton Farming Sim when you're harvesting them. They're usually a pretty low crop, like a shorter crop than wheat and stuff. Yeah, that should be all the technically combinable crop tiles. Right there. See, I'll have to work on getting these out and then getting the Claas Lexion out. I guess, you know what? Let's do a render. Let's do a render of the class. Good old render. Render. And then we can end out. Okay, whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Almost missed it, but hey. We have it. We have tileable crop fields, so like a little refinement, but get some instructions out for those pretty easily, so that people can easily put together crop fields in a relatively quick fashion, or whatever crop they want, really. The corn one I went to put like a lot of text into, because I'm gonna have to tell you, like, hey, there's 2 different types. There's external and internal. Plan out what you're gonna need, how many of these plants you're gonna need for externally, and how many you're gonna need for internally, depending on your crop field, and then work that out there. Sprinkle maybe some of the external ones internally as well. That way you have some of the yellow corn showing through in the middle. Though all of it should technically be a dried out husk. Yep, we have our Claas Lexion. The tileable fields will actually work along with the sprinklers I have designed too. Here we go. Boop. Okay, photo, image, browse. There we go. There's the Claas Lexion with its little header trailer hauling around the little grain header while it has the corn header on it. Yeah, anyways, we got some crops so that this can actually be used and displayed with some crops. And yeah, I guess that ends that. We have officially finished the Claas Lexion. So next week we'll pick up something new. I'll have to figure out what to do next week. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all again next time. Enjoy your weekend, and enjoy the rest of your day / evening, depending on where you're around the world. Take care, and I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.